So using the rates that we have just formed from the previous section, we can actually learn how to apply in our simultaneous equations as well. So let's say we have these two examples, where in the first case, they work together for a few days and Emma finishes the rest of the work alone. While in the second case, they work together for a few days, same as case 1, but David finishes the rest of the work alone. So let's try to go and learn how to go and form your equations. Let's say we are not sure exactly how many days they have taken to actually finish. So we can call they work together for a few days as X, and the number of days that Emma takes to finish the rest of the work alone as Y. Well, same thing, because the first part is the same as the first case. The second part, David finishes the rest of the work alone, but there is a little bit of a difference, because in case 2, it takes 8 days less for them to finish. Since the first part has to be the same, the second would be the difference. We can write a Y minus 8. So let's see again. From the previous question, what do we have? We have here that David takes 1 over 12, Emma takes 1 over 36, and combined together, they take 1 over 9. So they actually take X over 9 in case 1. In case 1, they take X over 9 days amount of work done, because they were working together for X days. But in this case, the second part, we have Y over 36, because Emma would require many days to actually finish the work. In the second case here, okay, for case 2, they work together again for the same few days, X over 9. But for the second part, because remember, David uses 8 less days, it will be Y minus 8 and over 36. Remember that in both cases, they are finishing the same math journal, so both would have completed 1 full journal. If we were comparing these two cases, we notice that the only difference would have been the Y over 36 equals to Y over 8 over... Sorry, a little mistake here. Okay, let me make some minor amendments. Because we see in this case over here, this is 12. This component here is 12 because this part is what David did. So, Y over 12, Y over 12. From here, we just learn how to do the equations. 12Y equals to 36 minus 288. Okay, from there, we notice that we can find 24Y equals to 288, and that Y would represent 12 days. And this means that Emma would only take 12 days to go and finish the portion of the work alone. So at least we were able to go and figure out that Y equals to 12. Now that we know that Y equals to 12, we can even use this information and substitute back into our earlier equation. Since we know that Y equals to 12, you can see we can start to replace the value. Here, 12. 12 over 36, this is 1/3. This section here has to represent 2/3. So X over 9 representing 2/3 is the same as X over 9 representing 6 over 9. And here X equals to 6. And just like that, we have figured out they took 6 days to work together, and for Emma, she had to work 12 days alone. But if they work together in case 2 again, still 6 days together, but David would have only required 4 days to finish the rest of the work himself. So we have learned how to form the rates, how to form the equations. We can even apply them inside our NMOS question. So for a project, we notice that person A takes 40 days to complete alone, and person B takes 60 days to complete it alone. We already have the rates of A and B. Now, they work together, but person A takes some days off due to some illnesses. We notice that they take a total of 27 days to complete the project. Now, remember, they work together, but at a certain point of time, A takes some days off. They didn't mention anything about any changes about B. We know that B did the full 27. But how many days off did A take? We will consider this as X. So this means that we can just form a very simple equation. The amount of work done by A would be 27 minus X, and finding using the rates of A. But we know that for B worked the full 27. So we can actually just write 27 over 60. And this would have resulted in 1 complete work done. So as usual, all we need to do here is just to go and form our equations, and from here we can determine the value of x. So it's just like your typical fractions. We want to combine them together. 120, 120, this is still 1. We multiply by 2 for the second equation. We multiply by 3 for the first, 81 minus x. And we combine all these together. So when we combine all these together, what are we going to get? 81 minus x plus 54 gives us 120. And from here, x is just as simple as, 81 plus 54 minus 120. 81 plus 54, we managed to get 135 minus 120, x equals to 15. And just like that, we managed to very quickly determine the number of days that A has taken the leave. So let's remember to go and summarize one last part here. So remember that your daily math doses, there is one, you still need to do your usual 3 questions, and remember to go and send it out. Remember to send your answers inside the group chat, and also to take note of the solutions that will be sent out in the next day. So thank you everybody, and I wish you all the best for today's questions.